This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
US $12 billion Papua LNG project is on target for final investment decision. 15 designers selected for the Paradise Runway event. And public servants urged to participate in the upcoming independence anniversary. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Godwin Eki. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape has assured that the US $12 billion Papua LNG project is on target for final investment decision and construction in 2024 after his meeting with the head of Total Energies in Paris, France. This announcement comes after a successful meeting with Total Energies chairman and CEO Patrick Jean Poyen, marking the conclusion of his three-nation tour encompassing Israel, Indonesia and France.
Mr. Puyana assured Marape that the $12 billion Papua LNG project is on course to commence construction next year following the FID, which is said to constitute a substantial boom to PNG's economy. Prime Minister Marape highlighted the historical economic growth generated by the previous LNG project, noting that records shows GDP increased from 31.5 billion kina in 2008 to 47.7 billion kina in 2013 due to the PNG LNG project, and anticipate a similar trajectory for PNG LNG starting from 2024 onwards. He announced the significant progress taking place from the front-end engineering design to soon-to-be construction phase, stating that this phase are pivotal as they will create employment opportunities, enhance the skills of local workforce, bolster revenue streams, and contribute to foreign exchange reserves, all in support of PNG's national economy. Expressing gratitude to Total Energies and joint venture partners for their dedication to the project, Prime Minister Marape affirmed the government's unwavering support for the project. He committed to providing comprehensive support across all sectors to ensure the timely progress of the project, with a target of achieving first gas production in 2027. Prime Minister Marape declared that government stands fully committed to expediting the process. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
Following the new Pogera mine consultations and landowner position paper presentation to the government this week in Alatau, Governor for Hela Province Philip Undialu on Friday, September the 8th, 2023, presented his province's position paper pertaining to the Pogera Mine Community Development Agreement to the Mining Minister Se Anopala in Port Moresby.
Governor Undialu was accompanied by key landowners of Gas to Electricity or GTE facility and wellheads, which had been supplying 70 megawatts of power to the Pogera mine for the last 30 years. He said the Hela province hosts almost 70 kilometers of power lines that supply power to Pogera mine.
Present this afternoon with me in the room some key landowner leaders of HPDL1. We call it gas to electricity, which is located in the Heights PDL1 license area. And you know, we are a key partner to development of Pogera.
Governor Undialu elaborated on the issues and proposals raised in the position paper on behalf of his stakeholders.
Not all the issues will be put before you to address it. Some are commercial in nature, and some are issues that will be dealt with at another development forum, which we call the Heights MOU. Heights project is not a mining project, it's a petroleum project, license. And there's a separate review process now been conducted and handled by Department of Petroleum Energy, and which is going to happen simultaneously.
In receiving the paper, Minister for Mining Se Anopala had this to say about the Porgera Mine Development Forum thus far.
Quite satisfied that we are getting to the end of our consultations now. After this opportunity for you to present your case, on Monday we will go to Wabak to give IPATAS the opportunity to present.
Governor Undialu also added that the 16 issues and proposals had been condensed into 2 proposals for the government to consider. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
A total of 15 stars of the National Gaming Control Board Paradise Runway were announced yesterday afternoon at the Hilton Hotel in Port Moresby. These are successful applicants among the 25 designers who applied in June this year.
NGCB Paradise Runway is an annual event which will be hosted at the Hilton Hotel. Every year, the runway happens on the Independence weekend, and for this year, they are scheduled for 16th September. Director of PNG Fashion Week, Filma Kelagai, confirmed that these designers are from all around Papua New Guinea, and they will showcase our different cultures. She gave a highlight of what will happen, stating that the runway is completely a PNG organized event.
Our runways are patterned runways. They're not normal runways. We don't do the European style. It's a completely PNG-centric organized event. A few things have changed this year. So this year we will not all be down at the banquet hall. We're going to have the runway show at the bottom floor. Then after the runway show, we're going to move to the top level for the SP Export Awards, where the winner of the events will be announced. Of course, same prizes as last year. The top model gets 2,500 kina and a whole heap of other prizes from the sponsors. Textile Award winner gets 2,500. The Innovation Award winner gets 2,500. The Rising Star Award gets 5,000, and the massive prize of 10,000 kina goes to the designer of the year at our platform. So the idea of the runway, the Paradise Runway, is to showcase, of course, culture, the future of culture. That's what I've given the tagline, because everything here needs to be fresh. Everything the designer shows here, I've asked them never to recreate what's already there. We have to design new and exciting things. So they are giving their interpretation of the theme, which is Voyager. On the night, they will be showcasing 15 pieces. So 14 is the capsule collection, and the final piece is the traditional inspired piece, the TIP. So that's their imagination of what the future of their culture looks like. And that's their entire collection.
She stressed that everything is about culture, and they will showcase 5 pieces. Estagane, National EMTV News.
Public servants throughout the country have been urged to participate in the upcoming Independence Anniversary celebrations as the country prepares to celebrate the 48th Independence Anniversary. Department of Personnel Management has advised all departmental heads, provincial administrators, heads of funded public authorities, and all public servants that Friday, 15th of September 2023 has been declared a public holiday throughout Papua New Guinea to celebrate the 48th independence.
48th Independence Day, as confirmed in the National Gazette number 775 of 2022 and Circular Instruction number 18 of 2022 on public holidays for 2023. In the circular issued by the DPM Secretary Ms. Taya Sansan, has urged all government institutions to decorate their office buildings in red, black and gold colors from the 1st of September 2023 leading up to the Independence Day celebrations. Public servants in the nation's capital are encouraged to attend the flag-raising ceremony at the Independence Hill, starting at 5 a.m. from which Prime Minister James Marape will deliver the 48th Independence Anniversary keynote address. The government, through the Department of Personal Management, has sponsored the amazing Port Moresby 48th Independence Celebration, which will see various performances and celebrations taking place in the city leading up to the biggest celebrations of PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee in 2025. All public servants in the provinces are advised to attend and participate in the celebrations that are being organized in respective provinces. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with more stories. Stay with us. You're watching National EMTV News. Following the road projects connecting Hela Province and Kandap District in Enga Province, warring tribes have laid down weapons and welcomed service. Minister for Higher Education and Sports and member for Kandap Don Polier was present to witness this.
These warring tribes, the Tirip tribe, have surrendered their weapons to quit tribal fights, so to see effective service delivery in their territory. Yangal Enoch, spokesperson of Tirip tribe, gave a brief on how he took the initiative to ensure this tribal fight ceased.
Na time deadline mi let's na money no ko kalabus mi all to same all but take action. But now all leaders all in the staff no one leader staff all one man staff here when the meal with him work me come staff here me bring peace come inside here now all is stand still. They want to fight, but I said no. Let us wait. Now me give him total family on behalf of the people. Me give him you so that you can shoot him, carry him to all rightful authorities now can take action.
He then commended Minister Polier for his efforts in delivering the Hela Kandap Road connection projects and urged people to quit tribal fights.
Respect him, leader, me lose him gun. Now want him to talk to. Remember, give him, buy me look him. So now we have plenty potential here. We have tourism activity stable here. So today, you talking about all the lakes here. Plenty something stable here. So buy me, ask him, member. Now you look him this la bene here, wagi castle. So next buy me, host him here. One day event. Please conduct the date. We must give him like support or recognition all. Now we have lose him fight, now lose him gun. No, I leader go. Me does not even stop here. Me stop him, Mr. Fight. I'm through, man.
This took place on Thursday, the 7th of September. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
856 rural population living in inland areas of the Vanimo Green district of West Sepik Province will have better access to nutrient-rich fish, protein for an improved diet, with support from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations under the EU-funded Straight PNG program.
FAO recently provided 12,900 quality tilapia fingerlings to 107 households with 856 direct beneficiaries from Yako, Pewikona, Hogru and Biaka villages in the district. The fish farmers own 200 plus fish ponds and 6 fish nurseries. All have been capacitated by FAO under the EU Straight PNG program in proper techniques and skills of agriculture production, including the biology and lifestyle of tilapia, fingerling stocking, fish feed formulation and production using locally available ingredients, fish ponds construction, design and management, bookkeeping and handling or harvesting of mature fish. Roll out in partnership with the Provincial Fisheries and Marine Resources Office, the initiative is aimed at supporting inland fish farming households to increase fish production and a higher income, improve households' diet, and increase food security in inland areas that suffer from a lack of access to nutrient-rich animal protein. The FAO International Fisheries Officer, Mohamed Chakir, explains the significance of this initiative, saying inland fisheries or freshwater agriculture is the fastest growing industry globally, taking over from capture fishery. It is an environment-friendly and sustainable activity and an effective option to shift fishing pressure on natural habitats. Estagane, National EMTV News.
Leading up to the Project Yumi Inc.'s first Project Walk Open program to empower youths with the focus on employment, the project noted overwhelming interest in application.
Although Project Walk saw participation and certified 56 students, there is no turning a blind eye to the number of interest in the nature of the program. The volunteer program manager and facilitator for Project Walk, Don Robinson, elaborates on the number of applications for the project's open program.
Less than 72 hours, unfortunately, we had to close the applications because we had received over 200 applications for a course that really only takes 60 participants.
This showed the immense need for such programs to empowering and enabling employment among the youth population. Sharing on the agenda, the founder and director of Project Yumi, Renee Mero, expressed that more opportunities need to be given to the youths. With the young population making up a substantial number for the country, the issue is that there are not much opportunity going around for all. She expressed that what Project Yumi is trying to accomplish in this case comes in very handy for a society as Papua New Guinea. To date, the project has served a total of 695 youths in all this year alone through its various programs on job search strategies and employability skills, with many more demand for such programs around the country. Supporters to the project include IEA College of TAFE, the Young Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and corporate sponsor, Credit Corporation. Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National EMTV News. With a high demand on job search strategies and employability skills in the country, Project Yumi continues its service to young Papua New Guineans. Responding to the community demand, the Project Yumi Inc. facilitated its first Project Walk Open program this weekend that saw participation from former grade 12 students.
This is the sixth and final of the two-day intensive youth empowerment and job readiness training this year for the project, as it involved former grade 12 students. Volunteer program manager and facilitator for Project Yumi, Don Robinson, elaborates on the training hosted.
This weekend's program is the first of our open programs. So during the course of the year, while we've been running the school programs, I've received a number of requests from past grade 12 students wanting to know how they could participate in the Project Walk program. So based on those requests and the demand, we decided that we would hold an open program, and we allowed applicants to apply for the program on the basis that they had completed their grade 12 certificates in the last few years.
The program saw a total of 56 participants. From what was noted, an overwhelming response of applications within about 72 hours from the call of applications. Robinson said the open program will carry on to next year, especially with the help from supporting partners.
This program is the first of our open programs. So during the course of the year, while we've been running the school programs, I've received a number of requests from past grade 12 students wanting to know how they could participate in the Project Walk program. So based on those requests and the demand, we decided that we would hold an open program, and we allowed applicants to apply for the program on the basis that they had completed their grade 12 certificates in the last few years.
About 7 of the participants were from the University of Papua New Guinea. UPNG final year chemistry student Gloria Mabiria expressed gratitude towards the program, saying she is now more confident to apply for a job.
Like, I'm more confident now in actually applying for a job. I've applied for a job, but now I know that the areas I need to work on and the things.
Sharing similar sentiments was population studies and demography student Robert Muga, who said the initiative was timely for tertiary level students.
And this more information, people are paying for it, but we are getting the information freely.
This evening saw the 56 participants receive certification of participation with great eagerness to put to use the skills acquired from the two-day program. Natasha Ovoy, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Streamtech Knowledge is an IT company that has been in operation in Papua New Guinea for the last 10 years. This year, as part of its corporate initiative to give back to the communities, the company has supported 2 female netball teams in the Port Moresby netball competition.
The composition of the teams are females from within and mainly outside of Port Moresby, which is as far as Gabi village. Streamtech Team 1 was in Division 8 and Team 2 in Division 9. Yesterday saw the grand final matches played for all divisions. Streamtech 1 played against CMP4, with CMP4 taking home the win with final scores 22-19. Streamtech 2 played CMP5 in a thrilling match that saw Streamtech 2 taking home the trophy with final scores 21-19. A proud Streamtech team manager Lynn Moreland shared their journey in the competition.
The idea to get a team into Pomna was formed around March this year. We started initially with the plan to bring on just one team. The preseason went well, so we ended up with 2 teams. First time in the competition, both teams have made it into the grand finals.
As rookies in the competition, the teams have had their fair share of challenges, but have achieved great outcomes.
It's a testament to the company and the players and the management of the team that being a new team, we still got 2 teams into the grand finals. And the results, I can say we're all very proud of those results today.
Lynn revealed that being at the lower level of the competition's divisions, both teams have done exceptionally well in this season with backing from Streamtech Knowledge, family and friends. Amanda Elaitia, Trukai Sports.
The Rugby World Cup France 2023 saw its Day 2 matches played today in Pool D. England took on Argentina in the south of France.
England. Argentina took the lead 4 minutes into the match through a penalty shot and successful conversion.
Boffelli.
In the first half, England came back fighting, leading at halftime with 12-3. As the crowd cheered on in the second half of the match, tension built as both teams fought to come out winning.
Lovely view at scrum time.
But England proved too good for Argentina as they scored more tries in the second half, winning the match with final scores 27-10.
Too late for Argentina now.
Amanda Elaitia, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the next 24 hours: Port Moresby and Daru, windy and patchy rain. Kerema and Popondetta, partly cloudy with rain at times. Alatau, patchy rain. In the Mamase Regine Lake, cloudy periods with rain at times. Medeng, partly cloudy. Wewak, partly cloudy with possible showers. Vanimo, some showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with possible brief showers. Kavieng partly cloudy, Kokopo and Rabaul partly cloudy and windy, Kimbe windy with patchy rain, Buka some showers and thunderstorm. In the highlands region, Mount Hagen, rain at times, then morning fog, Goroka and Kundiawa partly cloudy then morning fog, Mendi and Wabeg, rain at times, then morning fog. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerema to Yule Island, to Port Moresby to Hood Point, to Samarai Island, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and Yuan, eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Yuan Gulf to Finschhafen, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Finschhafen through BT's Dampier Straits to CSC and Long Islands, to Karkar Island, seas 2.5 to 3 meters, rising to 4 meters at times. Waters west of Long Island to Medang, to Manam Island, to Karkar Island, to Bogia, to Wewak, to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of New Britain to New Ireland and Bougainville, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, reaching 3 meters. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea seas rough to very rough, southeast winds of 25 to 34 knots. Solomon Sea seas moderate to rough, southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots. Prismax Sea seas moderate to patches rough, southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots, reaching 34 knots. Seas slight to moderate southeast to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots for the Pacific Ocean.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 10th of September 2023. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.